Hello, George.
Well, man, I'm not in a good mood. So who's doing what now?
Well, do you want the hacking news or do you want the trademark news first?
To the hacking.
Well, they've gotten into Kristen now.
They're doing what?
They think they've gotten into Kristen's phone too. Does she have an Android or an iPhone? Because they're talking about Android security with her.
I don't know what you said.
Yeah, because that's what
they're calling me from Central State Hospital. Look, Will Markland is Marty McFly. That's the bottom fucking line. That's the revelation right now.
How did you figure that out, George? You've got to explain that one, dude, because that's...
Will Markland is Marty McFly. He's been using a voice enhancer all along. The original thought, you know, what the right hand's doing and the left hand's doing, and he's got ties to Virginia. Will Markland. He's got ties to Bristol, Virginia. That's all I'm going to say.
George, I don't know about that. If you think that's what it is, go for it, because that's not anything that I've done. I know they were...
ties to Virginia.
So who's got ties? Who's got ties?
William Markland has got ties to Virginia. I'll leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that.
So Kristen did some research because they were talking about all of her posts late last night. So she came up with this.
It sticks. He's been using a voice enhancer, and I am right now not in a good mood with you because I just saw a video of somebody calling up the Hindu thing, and I played it over and over and over, and it sounds just like
that's not me, George. I'll just say it again. You keep accusing me of that. It's getting a little
insulting.
The
Hindu called to the public access station saying George Yarid shits in buckets, and you were like pretending, and you were trying to prank a call. It sounded just like.
Well, George, if you think it is, you can believe anything you want, George. It's fine. I mean, you can keep believing what you want. You don't want to lose me, George. Do you want to lose me as an ally, George? I'll say it right now, George. I'll say it right now. Do you want to lose me as an ally?
I mean, I don't, at this point, I have no ally.
Because I can be your best friend or your worst enemy, George, and I want to be your friend. But I can do some there's shit that I can do to people that spite me. So do not fuck with me, George. I'm just saying it right now.
Wait, were you trying to threaten?
I'm not threatening you, George. You're threatening me by accusing me of being a fucking troll, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, you know what? Some things don't add up.
No, nothing adds up because you don't do, because it's fucking troll bullshit. It's just non-stop shit, George. And every time I ask you, since we're yelling at each other, let's go. Every time I ask you to do something, George, every time I ask you, hey, look up Marty, look up this, I'm too busy. I don't have time for that. I can't deal with this shit. What do you want? What are we supposed to do, George? Every time I ask, I provide shit that you wish you would have had months ago. I give it to you, and you just sit on it every fucking time. I'm putting all this effort in, and I'm getting nothing back.
I am about ready to lose my house. I don't have
but you're worried about
okay,
that's fair.
To deal with it.
That's fair, George. But here's the problem. You're worried about a fucking trademark. You're worried about what they're saying on Facebook. You're worried about everything else. I agree with you, George. I wish you worried about your house more than anything else. But you're worried about what Marty McFly is posting on Facebook.
I'm worried about the trademark as well because it is what I...
Well, you were so confident you had it locked up, so why do you even care, George? You can appeal it, you can just challenge it, you can do whatever.
I can do a lot of things, but it's more of a nuisance and of a headache for me.
I mean, why didn't you take care of this 5 years ago, George, when you filed your first lawsuit?
Why do I do what?
Why didn't you take care of a trademark 5 years ago?
Copyright is what I listen. Like it's almost like I'm being drilled on the stand.
Because you're treating me like shit, George. You treat me like shit every fucking time. Here, take it down for me. Knock it down for me. Where are the words? Please, thank you. Can you help me? It's always get it down. Get rid of it. Knock it down for me. No.
First of all, if memory serves me right, you came to me.
Yeah, just politely. And you accepted my help, but then it's like, I tell you something, I tell you some big news. Go, get rid of it now. No. And it's like, no, you can't say, hey, Chris, can you help me out? That would be really great if you could do that for me. Please, thank you.
Chris, I have asked you to, but there are certain things that have been pointed out to me that I'm hearing
from
with my own
Kristen, I'm sure. Yeah, she's been really helpful, George. Is she Googling stuff again for you, George? I mean, you really think that fucking Marty McFly is Will Markland? And where's your evidence for that, George? Did you see that maybe someone with the name of Will Marklin was in Virginia 17 years ago? Is that what it is?
Listen, he's got ties to the state.
Okay, does that prove that Will Marklin and Marty McFly are the exact same person? And I hate to say, George, voice changers are bullshit. I know you like to say that as a voice changer because you got pissed because they caught you on a gay site rattling off phrases. But they don't exist, George. People can't change their voice. This isn't the movie Scream. You can't do that.
There's a voice enhancer that can make you sound different and make you have an accent.
Well, then I guess I got an accent too.
He's already admitted. I've seen the damn page. He's admitted to this. He's going down. That's all I gotta say.
Bring that to court. That'll be you'll dominate. You'll win that case real well. Go to the judge tomorrow and say, I have proof that Will Marklin is Martin Holmgren, who lives in wherever you think he is. Mission Bay, California? Is that where you guys think he's back in?
First of all, I have Will Marklin's address. Man, you make it sound like I'm being on stand and I'm the one that's being drilled.
Because everything you say is crazy about this guy, George.
I'm the plaintiff.
But you think just because you're the plaintiff, you have the unlimited rights to say and do everything you think that nobody can challenge anything you say or do. It's ridiculous, George. I've been trying to help you, and everything you do is just spit in my face, and you turn it away because you think Kristen's going to be your fucking savior. She's done nothing for you. And you think that because now, you heard a fucking phone call with somebody on a Hindu hotline, I'm immediately joining their side? Do you want me to join their side, George? Is that what you want? Do you want me to be a fucking troll? Because
Excuse me?
Do you want me to join them, Mark? Is that what you want? Say it. Do you want me to be a fucking troll?
Listen to me. You came to me from the very beginning.
And you needed my help. Oh, you kept saying, I need help. I need help. Someone will save me because no one can help you. The feds won't help you. Law enforcement won't help you. Nobody's helping you, George. Not a single person. Why? Because no one... So first of all, both of you don't believe what you're saying.
No one gives a fuck. It's my battle.
There you go. And one person did, and you treat them like shit.
You play both sides.
George, I'm playing one side. I'm worried about myself now. But, if my job was in danger, my life is in danger, I'm dealing with people showing up at my house. But, hey.
No, I mean, it doesn't add up. It's like you're playing both sides. You're like you're gonna rise out of me by saying
because
shit.
You say crazy shit, George. Nothing you make makes sense. And I provide you shit and you just sit on it. How many times did you look into Marty McFly's resume? How many times did you contact people in South Africa? Did you even Google it? You didn't look at it.
I have looked at it.
You get court documents. You let them sit for a month. They make a video. Then you rage about them making a video.
Listen here. I will do things my way.
And it's worked out so well, George.
Well, guess what? It's going to be my way, and I will do what I need to do necessary to take care of
let's
this.
Be honest, you really
now, I have welcomed anything that you can come up with, but I'm hearing things, and I'm hearing videos, and I'm listening to what I'm hearing. And it just makes me scratch my head.
Well, maybe maybe they used a voice changer. Maybe they did a Chris Perron voice changer.
But I'm not. This is what they're trying to do: is make me be paranoid. And when I talk to you even more information gets somehow leaked.
And more
You're talking to me about the
George. How would you know about the trademark thing? Because your fucking phone is hacked, and Kristen's phone's hacked too. But hey, the real problem is me.
Listen here.
I've been listening.
I'm going to revive where the phone. They can't go into iCloud. They cannot go into an iCloud and do that out of an iCloud. If they have the hardest thing is to hack a freaking iOS.
Okay, George.
That's the hardest thing to hack.
Let me ask you a quick question. Did you click on the link I sent you with that page? Did you read all the stuff? No, right? You didn't look at it. You're too busy, right? Busy talking to Kristen.
I work.
So do I, George.
And I'm working.
You're not the only person in America that works.
I work every fucking day.
And whose fault is that for working so much, George? It's everybody works. Everybody works. You're not the only human being in America that has a job. That doesn't excuse you from of looking at. You are so hell bent on catching Marty McFly, yet people give you evidence and information, and you just sit on it because you don't. You either you don't care, you don't think you can find it, you don't believe it. What is it, George?
I am not going to be challenged or be ultimatum or challenged. I know what this guy is, but I'm connecting the dots.
Okay, so Marty,
and I'm
so you
getting
think
to
Will
believe my
Markland,
original assessment was accurate from the very beginning.
Okay, George. So do you believe anything I've told you about him being with Blackwater and those organizations? Yes or no?
I don't know what to believe, but I'm
okay.
listening.
But you believe that Will Markland him the same person. So here's the problem, George. Here's the problem with everything. So in order to believe that Will Markland is Marty McFly, everything else I provided you, every other piece of research that you've done, has to be deemed false then.
What it has to be is a
because you said he's just a movie extra. He's a nobody who lives in a ransacked house in West California, right? So then how can he be this
He doesn't
rich...
have connections and have what he has. The voice enhancer can make
There's
you
no
sound like
such
almost
thing
anybody.
as a voice enhancer. I've seen all 4 Scream movies. It does not exist. Because if that was the case, people would call up they'd use your voice to call up everybody in your neighborhood and fuck with you. Listen, George, if anybody knows about people's voices being stolen, it's me. They didn't make a soundboard of Marty McFly.
My voice has been stolen. My voice has been
called from you, George. Everything.
Stolen. Well, no. Good Hannah stuff is no. First of all, you keep thinking that I've lost. Listen. I have domains. I have the registered copyright already, and the domains. I have also people that will back what I'm saying. I have an IBO.
And do you have any attorneys? You have any legal experts backing you up, George, or people on the internet that you paid for a quick question on Fiverr? Or other legal experts who went to Everest College.
All right, listen here. Listen to me very carefully.
Get a fucking attorney and put this asshole to bed,
You're not
George.
going to browbeat me, man.
Because you browbeat me every fucking day, George. Get on that. Delete it. Get that. Knock it down now.
Well, no, you said
because you rage
did
like
it,
a
so
child.
I said, let's try to knock it down. I mean, that's what I said.
Yeah,
but
did
angry.
you? All you do is get angry, George. Your default emotion is anger. What are they saying? I don't give a shit what they say. Yet you care about what they say. Oh, I don't give a goddamn what they say or do. What they say about me. I mean,
I am really now getting a little tired of this.
Oh, really?
I am trying to tell you something, and you want to browbeat me.
Because you
and
fucking deserve it. You treat me like shit, George. You've never once thanked me for anything I've done to you. I send you a fucking resume. Did I ever get... Oh, that's great. Thanks, Chris. I'm going to look into that.
Chris, you don't know what I've done.
What have you done,
Whether
George?
I've looked at it, I have looked at it.
Are you working behind the scenes?
I've had other people
Are your people
look at
in play? Are they taking care of this? Is your
right
PI
now, you
gonna...
sound like a troll.
Oh, do I sound like a... Because everybody sounds like a troll, to George.
You sound like a troll by what you're saying right now to me.
Unless they tell you that you can recuse the judge, everybody's a troll. The only person you listen to is Chris, because the only person who's stupid enough to believe every word that you say and agrees with you. People disagree with you, George. People disagree does not make you a troll.
The judge needed to be recused.
The judge is a good judge,
recused.
George. You want to know the truth? You know why the judge doesn't listen to your case? Because your case is fucking bullshit. I'll say it. I'm trying to help with these trolls, and you're worried about a fucking lawsuit over a TV show that... Wait.
Say that again so I can
I'll say it again, George. You're more worried about a fucking TV show than people ruining your life. You're more worried about your image and your reputation. Sorry, George, the internet ruins your reputation. You gotta deal with that. I'm sorry you got to.
I'm worried about everything, okay? Look, I'm worried about my reputation. I'm worried about my image. I'm worried about my house. I'm worried about what they're fucking doing criminally. I'm worried about the whole scope.
All right, George, here's the problem with that. When you rattled off what you should be worried about, the number 3 should have been number 1.
You're coming at me like a troll right now.
You want to become a fucking troll, George? Because Marty offered me some money to join this cause. You want to hear that, George? I wasn't going to tell you that, but you messaged me this morning. He offered me $100,000 to join the fucking trolls. And I told him no, but the offer still stands. $100,000 through PayPal.
Is that right?
Yes. $100,000 to join him. To be a fucking troll. And I told him no, but the offer still stands.
Really?
$100,000 through PayPal. Yeah, $100,000 through PayPal.
And you believe that?
Well, all you gotta do is pay me. I mean, it's PayPal, George. It hits my account, it's mine.
And you believe that?
I don't have to believe it, George. If I look at my account tomorrow and look at my PayPal balance, it's $100,000.
Right. So, why are you telling me this?
Because I'm trying to be fucking, you're helping you, George, but you fucking accuse me of everything else.
You want to help? You really want to fucking help?
I've been helping you, George. You don't want my help.
No, you really want to fucking help the situation, right?
I'm not giving you any money, George. I'm just saying that right now. You've lost. That's the answer you're asking for, George. I'm not getting. You treat me like shit. I mean, I'll help you. I'm not giving you half that money. I'm not giving you.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just do this.
Is that what you want? Yeah, you're gonna ask, right? You wanted me to take the money.
No. Well, no. I'm going to tell you. So he offered you some money, right?
Yeah, $100,000.
What did you tell me the other day? If they offered you money?
I said no. But after yesterday and today, the way you treat me, it's.
All right. Listen. I'm going through fucking hell right now. I'm going through the same kind of hell that you went through before, but I'm going through the worser hell than you, because I'm about ready to lose things. I'm ready to lose my house. I'm ready to lose my sanity.
I also lost. I wound up homeless too, George. You forget that, don't you? And I've been trying. That's what I've been telling you from day one.
Well, then,
don't worry about
if
that.
you remember the hell that you went through, you probably went through all kinds of emotion.
Yeah, I
did.
You
didn't know who to fucking trust.
Oh, I trusted the people who were willing to help me, my friends, my family, and people who actually reached out to me. But you don't. You trust one person, George. Let's be honest, right? You listen to one person.
Listen to me. I will do whatever it takes to deal with this. But I am in a people come to me. I am leery. I'm leery of people.
Why is that, George?
I'm leery of people that come to me and do this because I have been fucked with.
Why do people fuck
with
you,
more than you have?
Oh, really? Yeah.
More than you fucking have.
Because I dealt with it the right way,
and
George.
the reason why
I didn't let him beat me.
Because I have an entertainment. I have a show. And they try to fucking hijack that show.
Because it's
and
prank
fucking
phone
try
calls,
to do
George.
every
Who
fucking
cares?
thing they try to do.
Nobody would have heard of. I mean, that's what they fucking love about it, George.
I'm continuing that work. And I'm going to fight this thing
until you die. Until you can't take it anymore. And they're going to keep going, George. Marty's got bigger plans for you. Bigger plans. And I don't know what they are, but they sound drastic.
Listen, I'll tell you something. I fought this before you came into the scene, and if you choose to, I will fight this after you leave the scene. Okay? I said to you, thank you for what you've done.
No, you haven't.
The prior
no,
before.
You haven't, George.
No, okay, well then,
You've never once thanked me or showed any gratitude.
You have a memory lapse. I said thank you. I said thank you several times for helping.
Or how
but
about,
you obviously have a selective memory.
Well, you obviously don't say please. You don't say please or can you or will you help me? Knock it down! Right? Was that the other night, George?
Again, I'm going through a lot of emotions. I'm going through
Control
a lot of fucking stress. Everyone
goes through stress, or you don't yell at people that are trying to help you. You don't go to the doctors and scream at a doctor when they're treating you.
Go to me and come at me like you're their defense attorney, then I have a problem with that.
I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to give you what you. I try to say what they're going to say to you.
Okay, that's fine. Just that old saying, just the facts. Or
and
just
I do give you the facts,
what...
and then you sit on them, George. Hey, I mean, how many times do I ask you, do you look into this? No. I mean, you want this guy so fucking bad, right? This is the worst human being in the world.
Listen to me.
And you do nothing.
I have a
You let Kristen Google it. She makes up stories. She finds fake facts. She thinks Mitchell's a CPA. She thinks I saw that one post where earlier today that she thinks Summers has brothers and sisters now. Like, give me a break. She's making up stuff to make you feel good. And you run with it, and you go the wrong direction. You run into a wall.
Look, I'm going to deal with all the facts. I'm going to deal with things that come about. But this is something that I thought about myself before with this character, where he's doing shit, and he even admitted to it.
Okay, George, let's just play a simple game for you.
He admitted to it.
Okay, where do you think Marty McFly really does live? Say it right now.
At this point,
what country?
I think basically that it could be, from what you tell me, it's South Africa.
Okay, so let's just say, what happens?
What I'm hearing right now,
do you believe he lives in the
address
United States?
of Will Markland.
Okay, let's say that then. Let's say it is Will Markland, right? California is 3 hours behind us on a time zone, right? Marty will always say in his videos, I'm drunk, it's late. When it's our time, Eastern Standard Time, it's around 5 or 6 o'clock.
He's probably drunk 24 hours.
Okay, George, there you go. There you go. Let's throw logic out the window and just judge him. So, if you take away the 3 hours, at 3 in the afternoon, you think he's drunk working? Or do you think maybe he's 4 or 5, 6 hours ahead of us on another hemisphere, on the other side of the world?
He could be in fucking where I don't give a damn
Or
where he.
When he says his videos, it came across my desk this morning, and the videos upload at like 6 in the morning.
I don't pay attention
Eastern
to when he
Standard Time.
uploads his videos.
Well, then, George,
I'm not listening to what he's done.
Well, then, if you want this guy so bad, use some investigator. You got your investigator. Just think about time zones. Do you think if Will Markland is up at 3 in the morning looking up videos, making videos and doing research?
Yeah, he probably is. He's probably a fucking drunk also.
Believe that,
insomniac
George.
or whatever.
Believe
Up all night, right?
Believe that, George.
He's not the soul of the earth. This guy's got fucking. This guy's a known.
You're familiar with time
probably
zones, right?
up all night drunk. So what? You're going to defend Will Markland now too?
No, I'm defending logic, George. I'm defending I'm looking at facts. I'm looking at the time zones.
You can throw that all down the downstream because they probably fucking stay on the computer 24 hours. They probably have sleep apnea or whatever, or I don't know, but they probably can't sleep or whatever. They're all drilled up on fucking whatever they're drilled up on fucking on coke. They're probably doing coke.
Just disregard my theory on time zones. Ignore it. That's not important. You can't. I mean, why would we want to figure out what country he's in?
This guy these people stay on the internet 24/7.
Really? So they don't sleep?
Yeah, really.
They don't work?
Most of them don't work.
Well, Marty and
if they do work, they stay glued to it when they're on their lunch break. If they actually have a job.
Well, good for them.
They stay glued to this shit.
Well, then how are they able to get the kind of money that they talk about, George? They're losers. If Will Markland is how's he going to offer me? How's he offering your friends money, me money?
Anybody can do that. Anybody can offer money.
Yeah, I can offer everything.
Sarah told me that Sarah was not paid by anybody.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I got an offer, George, for $100,000. I don't know what I mean.
You got an offer for $100,000 to do what?
To defect.
Defect what? What are you defecting on?
They're offering me a full acceptance in the inner circle if I took it.
Why did Marty keep saying that if you were the last person, that he wouldn't give you? So he kept calling and saying he wouldn't give you any money if you were the last person.
He's fucking scared of me, George. You said it yourself. They want to take me out, and they know they probably listened to our calls yesterday, and they know that you're pissed at you were giving me shit, and
I'm giving you shit because you come off like you're like badgering me.
Because you just rant and rave, and every time I ask you to help to do anything, you ignore me. Every day.
Badgering me is like you're trying to cross-examine me.
Well, maybe someone should, George. Maybe you'll see some issues with some of the stuff you say. You treat me like shit, George. You know it. You treat me like shit. It's fucking insulting.
Treat you like shit because you come at me
because
with a lot
someone
of
needs to, George, before you fucking are dead in a ditch somewhere.
You come at me with all that cockamania stuff. This is not your fight, obviously.
Well, do you want me to take the money and run, George? Is that what you want? You want the same guy who's able to get the shit on Marty doing the same shit on you? I don't want to. But if you're forcing my hand.
Forcing your hand. So what are you saying then to me? What exactly are you saying?
Are you gonna sue George? Are you gonna document this? Are you gonna take it upstairs if I say anything?
All right, look. You know what? This is where it's gonna go down. Thank you for what you've done.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you for everything that you've done. But you know what? If you're going to make these threats to me,
they're not threats.
Then I don't.
Well, speaking of threats, I will murder you. I'll kill that Marty McFly. Right?
All right, Perron. Look, you went through hell, and you went through probably a lot of wide range of emotions.
You never listen to what I say to you, George. I always tell you how to deal with this and how to cope and how to get over it, but you will ignore. The one person who went through what you did, you just blew him off.
Look, again, you're coming at me like that, and I don't appreciate you coming at me
You
and
don't
trying to
appreciate
grill
much
me.
of what I do.
No, I don't appreciate when you flip and you come and grill me. I am dealing
You
with
can't take
this
criticism.
right now.
Because
I am dealing with this
I
right
thought you.
now.
Oh, you can't
and
deal
I'm
with this now,
trying
George?
to
I
do
thought
the
you were able
best.
to deal with this.
At this very moment, I've got a lot on my plate. A whole hell of a lot on my plate. All right? But one thing I do is I shall overcome this one way or the other. Things take time.
Yeah.
But I'm not going.
Speaking of the
someone
time,
is
George,
helping me. Okay, fine. Thank you for helping. But when you try to come at me and question what I'm saying, then I have a little.
Because a lot of the
I
stuff you
insulted.
say, George, I don't want to keep saying this, but a lot of the stuff you say doesn't always add up. A lot of the stuff you're saying doesn't make a lot of sense.
And what is
just
that?
Emotion. I mean, just some of the stuff you're talking about, what you think you know about Marty. I mean, you know nothing about the guy.
I know enough. I know his type. I know his type. I know what he's about. I know what he thinks he can do. But there's a twist there's a crease and there's a twist that I have to look at. And my original theory might be pretty much dead on.
George,
The original theory that I had.
George, bring that to the judge and he will laugh at you. You know that, right?
He's gonna laugh at me.
He's gonna laugh, thinking that if you send a motion proving that to force that Will Marklin proves that he's not Marty McFly, it's gonna be you'll be laughing.
You don't know what I'm going to do. You're not obviously an attorney, so you really are not at liberty to tell me
Neither
what
are you,
I should
George.
or shouldn't
Neither
do.
are you, George. Let's be honest. You're not an attorney either. But
I
I
am
know.
very close
But here's
to
the
the
difference between you,
situation.
George. Here's the difference between
I'm close
I know that I don't
to the
know the
situation.
law. That's the difference. There's a difference. You know, it's okay not to know something, but to think you know something and try to do that, that's a different story, George. You're going to be in trouble once that court case comes around. Are you really going to be able to present a case with following the rules and of evidence?
I have the facts on my side, and the facts are what they are. And I will present the facts, and then whatever the judge decides.
Are you
going to
tell the
facts,
judge, your opening statement, Judge, if you don't listen to this, I'm going to appeal, so here we go? Is that going to be your opening statement?
All right, Chris, look, okay, thank you for what you've done, but you and I have nothing more to talk about.
All right.
Okay?
Have a good race, George. Good luck. Have fun moving. Hello, George? George, hold, I can't hear you. Hello?
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, way better. Hi. Hello.
Yeah, they're flying drones right now.
Again.
Son of bitches. Knock down that goddamn face. Whatever you got to do, just make sure they can't even see the goddamn channel. Just make sure they can't see the channel. It's destroyed.
The Facebook or the IRC?
The Facebook.
Yeah, it's in a state of it's like a lockdown state. I don't know if I can take it out, but they can't recruit right now.
Yeah. But I mean, I want it where it's gone.
I don't know if I can do it. It's going to be tough, George. I mean, I can do a lot. Me and Mr. X can do a lot, but we're not. I mean, not everything can be done with just, with that, George. I mean, it's a lot of progress taking that part down.
Yeah, just to have it gone where they wonder, like, what the fuck?
Oh, they know it's what the fuck. That's why Marty's talking about it. But George, I can't do everything. There are limits to to our skills.
I want to knock down Yarid Wars too.
I'll see what I can do, but I mean, Facebook. I told you, YouTube's more difficult than Facebook.
Let's knock down Yarid Wars. That would be a major win.
Yeah. Well, what about BitChute?
I want to send him. Well, can you do anything with that?
No, that's the issue. You can't do anything.
Can you do anything with your end?
I'm gonna try, but YouTube is much more difficult than Facebook, George.
I want to send his ass a message.
Yeah, well, we have been sending a message. We gotta send him
his ass a fucking message. Let him know that, that if he wants to play dirty, that two can play that.
Yeah. Well, we gotta shut. I think what we should do is try to shut down his internet. Not worrying about the Facebook channel. The internet's the source of source of communication.
Yeah, but what about those other clowns?
Well, they won't. Once they take George, that saying, cut the head off the snake.
That's what I used to think with Brennan, and they scattered. They came right back again.
Yeah.
That's what I used to say with Brennan, and Brennan, we did that. I did that.
Yeah, but Brennan's not Brennan was just some weird guy out in California, not a fucking international thug.
I really want to I swear to God. Teach them a goddamn lesson.
All right, George. How do you think we should take Marty out? What is your plan of attack?
Goddamn lesson. I don't fucking know. I just want him to fucking just jump off a pier.
Well, the cops aren't going to do anything, right? We're kind of at that point, right? Law enforcement ain't going to do anything.
Jump off a damn pier.
Right? We're kind of on our own, right? Is that fair to say?
I'm going to do some other things.
Are you talking about the FAA?
Contact some other people. That's one. You got to do some other shit too.
Hey, who else are you going to contact?
I'm not going to say.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they've got the resources and the military and the combat experience as Marty and his guys.
I'm just not going to say this yet. Well, so if they don't know where I'm at, I mean, if I do have to leave, and they don't know where I'm at, then what are they going to do?
They'll probably. I mean, I hope they'll stop if you stop with them, but they're not going to. So they're going to find out where you live, and it's just going to keep going.
They can try all they want. I mean, if I am not, if I'm not, if they don't know where I'm at, they don't know where I'm at, then what are they going to do?
Do you think you'll be
drive them crazy?
Do you think
drive them fucking crazy?
Do you think you'll be able to avoid detection? You do work.
I think so. I think if I,
Now here's the one thing though, George. You do work in the public eye. You do work out in the public.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is a challenge. Yeah. That is a challenge you have.
Well, not really. Well, not everybody knows about what's going on. Not everybody fucking knows about this.
True, but I mean they found.
It's not like I'm centered somewhere. It's not like I'm centered in a spot somewhere where they can come in, or I'm centered in a working spot where they know where I work at. That's the beauty of that.
Yeah.
They're not centered in a spot where they know where I'm working at. No. That's why this kind of works itself out.
Yeah.
So they see me, then what?
they'll probably
They've
call
seen me.
around. And, I mean, they could probably get your number from other places or your
I'm not
your
gonna
number.
go. I'm not gonna have it listed. I'm not gonna have it listed under my damn name. It's gonna be listed under a different name.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, this number will either be disbarred, get another phone, or I'll keep this number and probably have this number off most of the time.
Right.
So this will be my 800 number like you had. Well, this will be the troll number, and the other number will be my business number.
Yeah. Give them something to call.
Just change it or whatever, or just turn this number into my flip-top phone, and then whatever.
Yeah.
Use a flip-top phone, for business, or just direct them to that. And then that way they think they got me, and they don't have me at all. It's just a fucking flip-top phone.
Right.
Good luck.
Yeah. But
that's what I'm going to
maybe
do.
they won't find your number, but I mean they'll find your residence. They found mine.
How?
I don't even know, George. There's a video, they found me when I was in Florida.
They found you when you were in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
How?
I don't know. I really don't know. You're dealing with the internet, George. I mean, this isn't just one or two, there's other. You also got the other thing too, George, and this is something I realized, that it's not just your trolls that are the problem. It's new people that find you, or people on message boards that hear about you, that just think it's funny and they jump on. They just, it's not just troll. It's not just the inner circle anymore.
What people? They would have no fun. Okay, so certain people see me. Okay, big shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, didn't you?
What are they gonna do?
Didn't you tell me that they went on Reddit or something? I think you told me this, that they found out where you work through Reddit. I remember you saying that they used that one of them was posted on Reddit, and some guy said that they delivered food to him, or that you delivered food to him, and that's how they found you. I think you said that to me.
I guess. I don't know. They can think they'll figure it out, or whatever, that they think, that I'm working for a place. I mean, but okay. They're not going to fucking, they won't know where, I mean, that's if I do. I mean, what? They're going to try. They're going to have someone follow me?
It sounds horrible, George, but do you think they would?
If I feel like I'm being followed, I get out of the car and stop.
Yeah.
You get out of the goddamn car if I feel like I'm being followed and look around.
Would you put it past them?
Someone peculiar, that I don't know, starts some shit with me. They're looking at the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's peculiar wants to start some shit with me. They're looking at the fucking problem. I don't think that's too bright.
Yeah.
Because I'll stop the goddamn car and I'll just look around. Yeah. Well, I mean, they won't be too bright. Won't be too bright on their point.
Yeah. But I mean, the shit those guys. They'll go to every length to find out about you. They went all the lengths to find out about me when I was trying to, get over it. And I did, but it's just, they're always gonna be there.
No, the problem is, I'm gonna do more shows, so that's what's gonna keep them going.
Oh, then they're gonna find out where then they'll probably start calling the channels and.
Well, that's what they've done before.
Mm-hmm.
See, the thing is, I'm going to do a show. I'm not giving that up. And that's why they're going to still do what they're doing, you see. So I'm supposed to give up what I'm doing for them? No. I'm going to continue what I do.
Right.
They can kick rocks. I'm going to continue what I fucking do, and they can kick fucking rocks. I didn't say I'm leaving anywhere. I'm gonna, if I stay, if I do, but if I, I might just peel this damn thing.
Yeah. I mean, this
That'd
shit.
blow their mind, wouldn't it? That'd blow their mind, wouldn't it? I appeal. I appeal that they blow their fucking mind.
The trolls or the bank?
Trolls.
Yeah. Are you talking about trolling? Are you talking about appealing the house or the
The house thing would blow their mind. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
If I appeal it, they would blow their fucking mind.
Did you get a chance to read the whole document?
I haven't. I'm going to probably. I haven't even gotten it yet. I'm going to go down there and get it.
Oh.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't post the whole thing, so maybe there's something that you can use in there. Maybe there's some maybe he just glossed over the things that benefited you, or maybe he just only brought out the bad. You know, I mean, I just don't know how much longer Marty can keep this up, though. Whatever he's got planned, I don't know.
No, I'm going to have the shaman take care of it, and then I swear to God, and I know you don't think that's, you know, I'm going to have the damn shaman take care of this thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't depend. I mean, me personally, George, I'm not putting my faith in anybody other than I'm a man of God. I'm not a man of God. I'm a man of science.
Well, I'm a man of spirit.
I mean, those people never win the lottery, so.
Well, I'm just saying, there's something to it, a little something to all this shit.
I mean, you don't. I mean, Marty, if money.
What you put in is what you get back. What you put in is what you get back. You don't have to believe it.
Yeah, but
you don't have to believe it.
You can't if there's no proof of that, George. I mean, that's just. I mean, that's just karma. I mean, I don't believe in karma. If that's the case, then every bad person would get what's coming to him. Marty would be stopped by now.
Yeah. Well, I believe it. I believe in that. So that's where you and I differ. I do believe in that.
I mean, that's what, I just don't, George. I just don't want.
Will.
I just hope that's not
the
best hope to get this guy. There's got to be a better way to get Marty McFly than outside magic and other things.
Well, what's that noise?
Oh, it's just my phone. My cell phone. I'll turn it off.
So I don't know.
I mean,
so they talk all the time, pretty much on that chat.
They all do. Yeah, that's all they do, George. How they communicate. It's just.
So they talk 24/7 on that chat.
Some of them do, yeah. But I mean, it's like a mess. They can just go on there and just send messages back and forth, and some of them are on there because you also got to realize, George, this is international. There's not. I mean, they have different time zones. I mean, Marty's on a weird time because South Africa's on a totally different time zone than us.
Yeah. Well.
And that's part of the reason why he can get all of his docs done and does everything at weird hours, because he's up and about.
Oh, that shit. What's going on right now, Lon?
Let me look. Not a lot of them are on. Marty's still up, which is weird, because it's probably like 3 o'clock his time.
How you know he's up? Like, he's talking?
Yeah, he's talking.
Damn, what the fuck?
He's
talking right now.
Yeah, he's just, what did he just say?
The fuck?
He goes, what'd he say? I wonder if George is box shopping today.
What'd he say? It's like every time we get on there, he's always talking.
He's always talking, George. He's always on there.
No, so he's always talking when we get on there.
Even when I'm not on there, George.
Well, then obviously he has nothing else better to do.
This is his life, George. He's got it out for you, George. He
has nothing else better to do. Say again?
Yeah, he just said, I hope George is getting a nice box this weekend to live in.
Huh? Shows you how much he knows. What else?
Markland was said that they mailed another motion for discovery. And they're going to ask weird questions.
What?
They're going to ask, yeah, they mailed another motion for discovery to you.
When's this?
I don't know. He just said he's going to mail. He's probably going to be mailing it soon.
Well, I got my own, and I'm gonna just say that it has nothing to do with the case. He gives me questions. I'm gonna say this has nothing to do with the case whatsoever.
Well, then you've got to have the judge strike that discovery motion, though, George. That's
well. I'm going to request it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just giddy right now. They're pissed about the channel, but they say that some yeah, they're pissed about the channel, but they said that video that Marty did was just more proof that they're in control of the situation. You're playing defense, and they've got the ball, and you haven't even had possession yet. That came from Alan.
What is that?
Basically, they're saying that, like, you know, it's just been a one-sided beating. This whole everything with you. You haven't had a single. You're basically getting dominated by them because you're always responding. You're always playing defense. You're never attacking. You're always responding.
Yeah. No, it's Monty Bold of that little punk.
Mm-hmm.
Monty Bold of that little punk who thinks he can summarize what's going on. He'd be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to strike back, George. You got to strike. You got to do something to these guys. I mean, what can we do to? I mean, what can we do to these guys?
Well, I'm going to have my own motions. I haven't thought about it. I haven't had a chance to even think about it. I'm not going to stress out over it, Chris. I'm not going to let it rule me. And I'm not going to be down about this. I'm not going to be down about this, goddammit. I'm not going to let them fucking rule and make me feel bad. Fuck them.
That's what they want to do, George. That's their goal. And I mean... Well,
guess what? I have a lot of people that are on my side, that people you don't even know about, that are on my side, that know what the hell I'm going through.
Are they helping us, George? I mean...
They know what I'm going through, and they understand what I'm going through.
Can they provide any assistance to us, George? I mean, this is... I mean, how much longer... I mean, we can't... I mean, how much longer can me and you keep doing this on our own?
I'm going to just do it the way I believe, and I know you're the man of science. You're whatever. I believe in good over evil. I believe good will conquer evil. I'm not going to sit here and think about this and go bat it. They're going to have to. I mean, if they're going to finish me, then they're going to have to finish me. But they're not going to finish me because it's just not going to happen. If they want to finish me, they're going to have to fucking finish me. Make sure I'm not breathing. Make sure I'm not breathing. That's not going to fucking happen.
Do you think it's going to come to that? Do you think they're going to come to physical violence with you?
It's not going to fucking happen. It's not going to fucking happen. I'm charmed. God damn it, I'm charmed. That's what every person, every psychic is told.
George, you can't rely on psychics against these guys, George. I mean, those people that Marty killed probably had beliefs in their own shamans and masters and psychics fighting for them, but it didn't help them. It didn't help the villagers with their sacred amulets.
This son of a bitch will get arrested if he tries anything.
He's been trying
to get fucking arrested.
He's planning something.
In Africa, he can do that shit. In America, he's not going to do it. In America, his ass will be bought. That's why he can come through. He won't dare. He didn't dare come over to my property.
He was here for
even pop on my property. There's a reason for that, because he knows goddamn well that he'd go to prison. If he came on my property and did anything, he knows that he would go to fucking prison. That's what they do. Doesn't matter what he fucking knows. He can do shit maybe in Africa, and he can do all the crazy shit he wants to do in Africa. You think he's going to do that here?
Yeah, but he worked for the U.S. He worked
for
for Blackwater in the U.S., so he's probably got. He's well connected, George. Blackwater basically fought half the Iraq War.
Excuse me?
He's associated with Blackwater, George. You know that those guys basically fought half the Iraq War. Those guys are so well connected. Those guys like talk to like high-level dignitaries within the Justice Department, and then
I joke. This guy is going to figure out. You know, he can surmise and figure things out and do this and do that and try. First of all, Flo, this is United States soil. Okay, he can come on the United States soil. He can figure out what he can against terrorists and all that, or help out and camouflage himself with terrorists. He's going to come on United States soil and try this shit and try to do it to a civilian. He's going to try this with a fucking civilian. This son of a bitch is going, if he tries that, he had the perfect opportunity to do something when he was in town. Did he do it? No. He had a perfect opportunity to try something. Did he do anything? No, he didn't, because he knows damn fucking well that he'd be put in prison. Well, he would be put in fucking prison or caught, if he tried anything.
I mean, you got to get him. I mean,
so I'm not. Look, listen. It's easy for him to do things far away, allegedly, because we don't even fucking know if he was here. We don't even really fucking know if he was here. Just it's easy to take fucking pictures of an Irish pub. Call Google Earth.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that, George.
Just like when he did that picture when he said he was in Richmond. Just like that initial time when he said he was in Richmond. It was a video on YouTube, Welcome to Richmond. So there you go. That's to show you what kind of an habitual liar he fucking is. You remember I don't know. This is before I was talking to you. But when he came on the scene, he says, I'm in Richmond. I'm in Richmond. Well, what it was a YouTube video. So the motherfucker lied. He was in Richmond. The motherfucker lied. Okay? So I don't want to hear that. Oh, yeah, this. Okay, he might. He probably has some of that connection. But the bottom line is, we don't even know if he was here. I don't even know if he was actually here. If he was here, he had an opportunity. If he was here, he had an opportunity. What he's doing and what he's done, he's got 2 fucking minions, if not more, that he's obtained to fucking stalk me and fly in these drones.
Yeah. And no one's done a damn thing to help you, George. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, Sarah said she's doing something, but I don't.
When was this?
I have zero faith in her.
Oh, I have negative faith in her.
I have zero faith in her. She actually had the fucking audacity to tell me that she's not my shrink. That blew a gas. I said, wow. She said, I'm not your shrink. She said, why don't you hire a bodyguard? And I said to her, wow. I said, what the hell is wrong with you? And I defriended her just for that. I defriended her off of Facebook for that shit.
Yeah, well, that's probably. I wonder which one of the trolls told her to fed her that line.
I can't believe she said that to me.
Yeah. I mean, I can. She's a troll.
I can't believe she said that to me. I said, wow, that's rich. I said, what the fuck? I said, yeah, you were just determined as much as I was. Now you're not. Just because you moved, you were just determined as I was to get these bastards. Now, since you moved, and now you don't care?
Well, she doesn't care because she got her payout. She made a lot of money off of this, George.
Look, I'm not going to speculate. I mean, if to connect the dots, if it is a certain thing, it is, but I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say that I was blown away by that comment she made about a shrink. I was blown away by that comment about the shrink, and I was blown away about the comment about that I didn't get a bodyguard. Really.
So what she's saying, you need like a mental evaluation?
That just makes me think that, whatever.
It sounds like what the trolls would say.
Exactly. So I have zero faith in her.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have anything.
Zero faith in her altogether. I'm gonna have to call the FAA myself. I don't know how to do it. I mean, I guess
they don't. But George, they don't have an investigative, and they don't have any criminal arrest powers. You know that, right? They're regulatory body. They don't have like arrest powers. They're a regulatory agency.
They can get involved and get the police to do what they need to do.
They'd have to get the FBI involved because it's a federal agency. So
well, but and guess what? The FBI doesn't even know about the fucking FAA. They said, well, that's the FAA. The FBI agent didn't even know where to take me, and she said, well, we don't know about this. And no, I said, well, then God. So she said, well, the FAA, but the FBI doesn't know? Who knows? If the FBI doesn't know, then who the hell knows?
Because they're not used, they don't deal with international, probably your field office probably doesn't deal with international mercenary groups and domestic and international internet harassment.
Chris, I don't have the energy for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have the energy to deal with this. And I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is what I have to do.
Which is?
I'm going to have to do me. And I have to be pertaining and do this and take this in stride. And I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing with the house. I mean, if I have to take the deal, then, I got to let them know. But I'm going to try to do something with the house and see if I have another option. Meanwhile, I got to answer these craptastic stuff here.
Yeah.
And I will have to deal with that.
Did you ever contact that agency that they gave you? That
I haven't. Yeah. I haven't had.
I looked them up, George. You know what they handle, right? They're like for people who like being scammed. They think it's reporting hey, I fell for one of those Indian tech support scams. I mean, nothing's going to come out of that. It's just a database, more or less.
I just can't believe this.
So what happened to me, George? Nobody cared. Nobody could do anything because it was all international. It
was then what I need to do is take it to my show and start talking about it on my show and talk about what the hell.
Get some support. Use the media, George. Use your megaphone, which is your television show. Use YouTube. Use the internet. Everyone's got a platform. Use it. Make videos. Let the world know what's going on. Let them know that Marty McFly, who he really is. I mean, you saw his. I mean, I've said this before, George. I really think the key to stopping Marty is awareness.
Yeah, well, there's a case that's still going on, so I've got to be very careful.
Well, not with Marty.
Well, see, the thing is, the judge said in the camp, whoever's in the camp. So, I mean, I'm going to bring it to the judge's attention that there's more that's going on because of this case.
Have you told the judge about Marty McFly and everything he's doing?
I have mentioned it to him that this person is involved because of Marty.
Does he know about?
I mentioned it.
Does he know about?
I don't think he really. I don't think he's even addressed it.
That could be. I mean, maybe that's the answer. Maybe you've got to let everyone know what Marty is up to, and publicize that resume, and let everybody know about his background and how he's, the atrocities he's committed, and how Markland is associated with a person of that ill repute. And that they're using this as a means to, make money and troll for fun and possibly other, the rage and, all that other stuff.
Yeah, well, that's in the making. I want to bring awareness to this shit. Well, others but that's in the making. Pretty much doing that. My show is comedy, and it's like the comedy's gone. So all because I do a show. I do a show. You know, it's kind of a comedy show.
Right.
And you know, now it's turned into a Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo Rivera, you know, talking about, you know, shit. You know, that's serious shit. I don't know. Fuck.
I mean, do an expose on him. Do a full fucking old school Geraldo with the, what was it, where he found he broke that thing with what's his face? The mobster.
Right. You mean when they, you know, got in that fight?
Well, when he got hit with that was when he cut the Nazis on. But oh god,
yeah.
Al Capone, where he had Al Capone's vault. Remember that? He had the vault, and he found nothing in there. But you know, do an next. I mean, let the world know about Marty. I mean, I saw your one video. I watched the one video a couple days ago where you threatened to make an ED page about Marty, and you were gonna expose him. So maybe that's what you should do, George. You never did it, right? You never did that video exposing him.
I never did it because I just don't have time or energy. And Sarah kept telling me, you know, stay in the dark.
Oh, I wonder why she said that.
Yeah, kept telling me stay in the dark.
Well, the dark. They've pulled you. They've pulled you from the dark. East of the dark side. You gotta fight it.
Well, it's just you kept telling me, you know, that basically don't do nothing, don't say nothing, don't do nothing. Well, it's the same thing to ignore. You know, ignore. What everybody says. Kevin says ignore. Yeah, Kevin says ignore. There's only so much you can ignore. Only so much you can't ignore.
How much can you ignore?
You even asked me. You said, well, you said, well, maybe if you just ignore it.
Yeah.
You even said it yesterday.
I did. I mean, that's how I survived it, George. That's how I beat it. I mean, I beat it. I beat these guys. You know, in my head. I mean, I'm doing.
But you don't do a cable. You don't do a TV show.
No, I don't. But
you want me? You want to come on my show and do a talk?
I'll call into your show, George. I don't want to be on camera. So.
Well, I mean, you can call on one of the radio.
Yeah. When you do a radio show? It's kind of fun.
We can do one.
Next time you do one, George, you let me know. I'll definitely call in. I'll tell my story, and we can talk about what we're doing, and possibly not everything.
But. I don't. But I don't want you. But you don't want to reveal everything.
We'll hold back a little bit.
Supposed to be doing on the holidays. We do the TV show.
Yeah. Are you definitely gonna do a show this year with all this shit going on though?
I always do. Every year.
Mm-hmm.
That must go on.
Yeah. A lot this year though, George. It's a lot of shit.
Well, there's a lot of shit. 25 years. It's the 25-year anniversary.
Why don't you,
anniversary.
George? Can I ask you, why don't you ever do YouTube? Why are you hesitant to do YouTube?
I'm pissed off at YouTube.
So you won't do a show on YouTube?
Well, that's. Well, I do shows on YouTube, but I don't.
I mean, I know you do your videos, but like, have you ever done like? I mean, it's easy to do a live stream. You can do the live episodes of Gorgeous George Show.
I'm just.
And you can monetize it. And you can monetize it. You get sponsors.
I'm fed up with YouTube and what they're doing. They don't remove the shit.
But you wouldn't take their money if they did like if they monetized your videos.
I got a lot of music with ID content. I got a lot of music, so I have to figure out, what I'm doing with that.
Well, a lot of those YouTubers have like videos and stuff. A lot of those popular YouTubers, they use copyright stuff. They get around it somehow. And PewDiePie and all those people.
Well, they muted a lot of shit too. They muted a lot of my shit. Who is PewDiePie anyway?
Oh, he's a Swedish YouTuber. He's got the most viewers. He's very popular with like little kids. He does those Let's Play videos where like he plays video games and he makes dumb jokes. I mean, it's one of those things, George. Anybody over the age of like 12 will look at it and think it's the stupidest thing in the world, like his comedy. But for whatever reason, little kids just love it. And they'll just watch him play video games. And they'll watch him do voiceovers and stuff. And he gets millions of views, like millions. I mean, he's a millionaire from YouTube. From the amount,
Right.
It's weird. It's a really weird. It's a weird culture, especially the Let's Play culture, which is like people playing video games. It's weird. It's a weird industry. It's weird, but it's very. I mean, kids under 12, that's all they'll watch now are just literally people playing video games for hours. It's weird. They don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah, I don't understand the video. You know, these nerds that play video games.
That's not nerds, George. The video game industry is the most.
Nerds play video games.
That's not. They're not nerds in 2018, George. The video game industry is more profitable than the TV and movie industry. Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 made more in one day than most movies make. I mean, it grossed $1 billion in like a weekend, George. I mean, video game.
It's all in what you want to spend money on, I guess. But I wouldn't spend a dime. How about that?
Well, George, I mean, I mean, go on YouTube, George. Video games are way more popular than anything else on YouTube.
It's all in what you want to spend. I wouldn't spend a dime on it. The only thing I do is Madden. If I do anything, it'll be Madden, whatever, or if they still sell that or whatever.
Yeah, I don't play. I don't like Madden. It's got a weird subculture.
But I'm a football fanatic, so there you go.
It's the same game every year. Just new roster. That's literally all it is. And EA just.
Well, I used to do the NBA. I used to use the Utah Jazz, the mailman and Stockton or whatever. So they would never win against Jordan. So I made myself a center, 8 foot tall center. Made myself gorgeous George. So I was an 8 foot tall center, and the mailman. I was with the mailman and the John Stockton and Hornacek and whatnot. So the Utah Jazz were the world champions back to back. I made sure of it. We beat Michael Jordan.
Oh.
And because I was slamming the damn things in. I could hit threes, and I was 8 foot tall.
Oh.
And we actually we made the Lakers midgets. So when we played the Lakers in the title game, in the Western title game, I made all their players midgets.
Oh.
They able to do. And then you had Stockton hit the three, and then I would come in there and I'd slam it in there, for like 125 to 79, or 120, or like one game, and one of the games were 140 to 42.
Wow.
The Lakers,
Cool story,
the
bro.
Jazz were the champions back to back against the Bulls. Now I couldn't shrink. I couldn't.
I
shrink
don't
Michael
give a
Jordan,
fuck.
But we Pippen was pretty damn small.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? No, obviously.
Yeah.
You know that. Well, I mean, if you know about basketball, right? You know that.
I don't. I'm kind of too white for basketball.
Well, I got you. Well, I'm just saying. And then with the football season, God, always. Oh yeah, Madden game. Oh yeah. But you can make up characters, and you can make with the NBA game, you can make up players.
Yeah. They do that now.
Like people you don't like, you can make them midgets.
Oh.
People you don't like, you can make them midgets, and have them try to defend and knock the ball
George.
out of their hand.
You know what you should do, right? You should buy a system. You should get a PS4 or Xbox or 360 or a Xbox One and get it and make all the trolls in the game. You can play against the trolls.
Yeah. But that was the only thing that I would do. I'm not saying nerd. I mean, the Christian Thurston character. Prime example.
Yeah, I don't really
Christian Thurston.
Yeah, he's a Let's Player, and he probably makes money off of that.
Fucking nerd. Fucking dweeb.
Like,
You know, so, I mean, to me, if you're gonna, I mean, it's TV. I mean, I've always said that TV. You know, whatever. The
well,
last
TV
actual movie I had watched, you know.
Well, TV. I mean, the
last
thing is,
actual movie I watched was,
everyone's cutting cords. I mean, that's the thing with
Michael
TV.
Myers.
Yeah, I mean, the TV industry's. I mean, they're struggling. I mean, their ratings. I mean, as a whole, people are just moving everything to digital and cord cutting. So.
Well, Hulu or whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, people. I mean, I don't have cable anymore. I stream everything. I don't watch television. I gotta. You know, I just stream everything.
Well, I watch TV. Well, I want a TV land.
Yeah.
I want to know a TV land.
Yeah, it's too expensive. Cable's a ripoff, so I just get. You just get you just get Cody and you watch everything for free and you stream everything.
Watch the reruns of Sanford and Son.
Oh.
Right. Yo, fish eye fool. Oh, that's...
Didn't really watch that one.
Remember that?
Not really.
Huh?
I didn't really watch that show.
And the one. Remember when Grady had the parsley, and then the cops were coming up there and they were making them salad and some weed.
No, I'm more of
they couldn't get enough of.
I'm more of a Family Matters guy myself, so.
And Grady said, "Do you have the munchies? The munchies?" So the cop said, "Oh yeah, man, give us some more of that salad." And what it was parsley. It was fucking weed. I kept really, they kept eating.
I have no fucking clue what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was pretty funny. That was funny. That was funny stuff,
Yeah, I don't remember that show. I didn't watch it growing up.
Married with Children. Married with Children. Married with Children.
Yeah. Oh, again, I was more of a Family Matters guy.
Family Matters. You mean with what the fuck his name? With Alan Thicke?
No, Family Matters was Jaleel White, Steve Urkel, and the Winslows.
Steve Urkel?
Yeah. It was quality television.
Nah, I used to, we used to do the Sanford and Son, sit back there and watch, WKRP in Cincinnati. That was good.
Yeah, what about Full House?
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Step by Step?
There was the...
Hang with Mr. Cooper?
No. You got What's Happening with Rerun. Song. Rerun. That's
What about Fresh Prince?
Carlton.
Yeah.
It's not unusual to be. It was the Tom Jones. That was funny.
Yeah, remember he took Speed that one episode where he took one of Will's Speed and he was all strung out.
I vaguely remember that. And he's doing the, he always would do the Tom Jones. It's not unusual,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's funny shit. I was not big on Will Smith. I was not big on Will Smith or whatever, but
his stars really fallen in the last 5 to 10 years. He really hasn't had a movie that's done well in years. That's why he's done that. His one movie didn't even make it to theater. They sent it to Netflix. That one was he's like a police officer with like the monsters and shit. I forgot the name of it, but it didn't.
Apocalypse.
No. I forgot the name of it, but it was a movie that was supposed to.
No, but there was one where he was in the Apocalypse, the last, and they were fighting the last. Whatchamacallit?
Oh yeah.
He's in that movie.
Yeah, it was a remake of the Omega Man. I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he really, again, like, he had that movie that bombed with his son. What was it? After Earth or some shit. That didn't do really well.
Anything with Quentin Tarantino, or Tarantino. Anything that he does, Kill Bill, the one with Dennis Hopper, Blue Velvet.
Yeah.
Anything that Quentin Tarantino does, it's twisted, but it's funny as shit. I mean, like, with Dennis Hopper, he's like have an oxygen mask on with Isabel Rossellini.
Oh
he
yeah.
said, Mommy.
George, will it make you mad if I tell you my favorite movie of all time really is?
Whatever. I don't.
Take a guess what you think my favorite movie of all time is. You're gonna be so pissed.
Why would I be pissed?
Because it's Back to the Future.
Good movie.
That's my favorite movie. So anytime,
It was a good movie. I'm not. There's no denying that. I mean, I just can't. I don't correlate this shit. I don't correlate any of this shit. Shame about Michael J. Fox and what's happening to him. Michael J. Fox, please. It's a shame about him. Of course, Dick Clark had the same thing. So Dick Clark, before he died, he had the same shit that happened to him. Of course, and he had other shit going on with him.
He was much older, though. I mean, Marty. I mean, not Marty. Michael J. Fox's
But
career
he
was
would
basically
always
done by 92.
remain. Clark would always remain young. Dick Clark would always would remain young until he just succumbed to that disease.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, old age also too, but And then, of course, what they did to Casey Kasem, that was really fucked up.
Well, didn't his daughter or something, didn't his family pull something? Like,
like Casey Kasem, and then they pulled it all. Yeah, I mean, she did some. They were fighting. The family was
sister-in-law.
fighting.
Yeah, it's like his new wife or something. Yeah.
So that was fucked up. That was really fucked up. Now we're here for a short time, man. I'll be goddamn. We don't. You wake up the next minute, and be thankful that you're fucking breathing. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is life is precious, man.
Right.
Every moment, every fucking second you wake up out of the bed, every time life is fucking precious, and for you to fucking I mean, shit, we're old men.
Right.
We have probably like another 30 years to go if we're lucky. Another 30 years to go if we're fucking lucky. It's not something, you don't want to live like this. Well, 25 years of my life, I've been doing that shit. Mm-hmm. I'll be goddamn if I'm going to fucking, I'm going to still do the show. I'm going to still carry the same routine that I do. And I'll be damned if some fucking fuzzy foreigner is going to fucking dictate what I do. I'll be damned.
Well,
I'll be damned if some fuzzy foreigner is going to tell me what I do and dictate how I do it. I'll do the show, and I'm going to live what I live and do the way I do. Mm-hmm. And if I lose the lawsuit, I'm going to appeal that damn lawsuit with that copyright. And I'll probably and the defamation. Defamation will be appealed.
Yeah, I mean,
Markland might get by off the skin of his teeth, but it's goddamn. Guess what? It makes other people at it.
You have to research.
I don't want to ever be in. I don't want to ever be in that guy's courtroom again. That fucking what's his face? Gibney.
Yeah.
Never want to be. I never want to fucking have another case in front of Gibney again. I thought that Lock woman was bad. That Lock woman's bad. This guy's worse. Makes her like a fucking choir lady.
Well, George, you're gonna have to go in front of him. I mean, you're gonna have to present your case to him. So.
Well, I'm going to do it the way I do it. It's a jury, by the way, so that's one good thing.
Yeah, but it's true. But he's going to be heavily. I mean, you are a pro se litigant, so he's going to be very on your case about all the procedures.
Well, it's again a jury that decides it.
Yeah, but true. They make the decision, but he'll also rule on damages. He'll rule on, he'll make the decisions based on what can be admitted into evidence, what you can, what can be presented, how the case is run. I mean, he's still going to be extremely influential in the decision and outcome of this case. I mean, what's going to be allowed into evidence and what you can use, what they can use, it's all on him. I mean, he's the put it in football and in sports terms, he's the umpire, referee, and the gatekeeper of the rules.
You can always change the venue.
Well,
never forget that.
Well, venue changes is when you can only. I mean, really, the only time
not not the location, but change the venue by going upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, George, you've got to again. I've said this before. You've got to figure out. You need a specific reversible error.
Chris, I have got a boatload of shit on that defamation.
That's a different case. That's a different situation.
I've got a boatload of shit on essay. a fucking novel.
But there's a difference
like
between him not
Christmas
listening,
tree.
it's him not taking, not agreeing with your case. I mean, that's not how appeals work. Appeals are an error. I mean, every single person.
He didn't even listen to it.
Then that's
And
not.
I have so many facts in that damn case. It's mind-boggling. He didn't even fucking give it a notion.
Because he doesn't think the case was strong. That's a problem, George. I mean, that was.
That's the strongest case. What the fuck? It's stronger than the copyright. What are you talking about, Chris?
I'm talking what the judge
It's
said.
stronger than the copyright. It's got all the facts in that damn thing, man.
Then why did he listen to it then, George? I mean, I'm asking, just curious, like, see what was his ruling? Where was his judicial philosophy on that?
He didn't even want to hear it. That's how fucking fucked up that is.
Did he say that to you?
When he dismissed it, he didn't want to fucking hear about it. That's how fucking twisted and maniacal and how fucking whatever.
Then George,
and the evidence is there.
Then you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say. Then maybe the case in his eyes wasn't strong. I mean, that's probably what he thought. I mean, maybe he did.
The case was strong as fucking cast iron steel.
Was it as strong as vibranium?
The case was cast strong iron steel. Sending gay people, and they're still doing that shit.
But that's
Alan Carter would be the first one. Sending gay people to my house and doing that shit, or under that, going around and costing me a job already, and trying to make me lose another job, posting shit.
That's the internet's
spreading
fault,
lies
George.
about me raping my ex-girlfriend.
You're
spreading
using
lies about me raping my ex-girlfriend. That's new stuff right there.
And this is the problem.
That's
George.
new stuff right there for that.
These laws aren't written, like defamation laws aren't really written with the internet in mind. They're not written with they weren't written with the mentality of how could people troll other people. I mean, that's what trolls are good at. That's what trolls are really good at. They're good at loopholes. They're good at putting, that like I said, the first thing I told you is they play the game of I'm not touching you.
You are touching someone when you're fucking in their world, spreading lies about
You know that, but the law enforcement and the people who matter, the decision makers don't.
Anybody should know that. You should.
I know that, but I'm just saying that's the struggle that I went through.
Know that. You probably should have done the same thing that I did. You might have had a better shot.
I did okay, George. I'm making more money today than I did a couple years ago.
Okay, what I'm saying is, well, you should probably have done what I did. You probably would have had a better shot. Maybe a judge that was a little bit more.
I wasn't going to play the course. I knew the judges weren't going to help me. I knew no one was going to help me. What, do you think they care about some guy getting prank calls on the internet?
They didn't make up lies about you raping someone. They didn't cost you. Well, they cost you your business. Yeah, they didn't cost you your business. Well, I mean, actually, they cost you your business, but they didn't make up stories, make up lies that you raped someone. They didn't go about saying shit about your character and ruining a relationship that you had with a business, or a business like that I've had, being a spokesman to this company for 30 years, or I mean, doing commercials for these people, and ruin a relationship that I had. So, I mean, yes, this was a lot of shit that was done. Sitting gay people over here and flying I mean, no, and harassing. I mean, it's harassment, but it's twisted up to defamation.
Well, is that the
harassment's not a tort, but it's defamation.
Is that the I mean, to me, that doesn't.
So what?
I'm just looking.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I'm just looking at what the internet definition of defamation is. I mean, because again, it's very tough to prove that. I mean, that's why especially in this country, George. I mean, that's why when there's lawsuits, when they sue a tabloid, they always sue them in different countries. They don't sue them here because it's very difficult in this country to prove.
Carol Burnett sued the National Enquirer back in 1979. And she came out, and she's well known, and we all know about Carol Burnett. And she came out smelling like a rose. And she came out and she defeated a tabloid.
Yeah,
and they paid.
There's a difference, though, George. There's tabloids have a different level of a different obligation. They have held to a higher standard than individuals.
the internet is to that level now. When that Rutgers kid committed suicide,
he didn't commit suicide to the trolling, George. He committed. I read that to you, George. He committed suicide because he was webcammed having sex with another person, and nothing to do with cyberbullying.
Well, whatever. He was being
Well, you're using that example. He was hurt, but it wasn't trolling or mocking. It was his invasion of privacy that was violated.
Trolling, whatever you want to call it. Trolling, fucking, blackmail, viewing a cam. I mean, whatever you want to call it. I say trolling because that's what the fuck it is.
It was illegal. But they didn't get him on the.
You think that trolling is okay? No, trolling is not okay when it comes to someone's reputation. Trolling is not okay when it comes to making up false lies about someone's character and ruin the reputation, ruin the standings, and costing them employment, costing them their livelihood. Chris, again,
I'm not saying that's right, George, but I'm saying when you're talking about that case with the Rutgers kid, George, that's not an example you should be citing for these guys, because it was on. I mean, those kids went to jail that did it, but they went to jail because of a violation of his privacy and posting the video. It wasn't.
Chris, you don't think that they've violated my privacy?
I'm not talking about that, George. I agree with that.
You don't think they violated my privacy by fucking trying to send gay people to my house?
Okay, George, we're talking about two different things. I agree with what you're saying on the invasion of privacy. You mentioned the kid from Rutgers. That's not related to what. It's a different animal.
Well, it is, Chris.
He wasn't trolled. It was an invasion of privacy.
He was blackmailed. It was fucked with.
No, he was he was having sex with another person. He wasn't out publicly. It got on the internet,
right,
and he was
upset.
But
they filmed it. That's trolling. That's fucking trolling.
That's not trolling. That's a little different. Trolling is, I mean, it's bad, but it wasn't his death wasn't due to that.
It's still a form of trolling, Chris. We're gonna see different on this.
I mean, you got to focus on what matters. You got to focus on Marty. All this other stuff to me is just distractions placed by Marty.
Listen. He intervened because of his buddy Mark.
Yeah, and you know why? And you know what else? I don't know if I've ever said. I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but he's a lot of the reason why he's been so vigilant lately, or he started getting really bad, was those death threats you made to him when you said you were going to murder him. He said the other day that somebody asked him, like, why have you been pushing this so much? He goes, when somebody says they're going to murder me, I take it at face value. If someone says that to me...
guess what? I'll say it again to him. I'll say it again to him loud and proud, because he kept calling my number and kept calling my number repeatedly. Mm-hmm. He put me in a state of rage.
Yeah. So that's why he's so active. Because he basically said to somebody on there, he goes, in my line of work, if someone says they're going to kill me, I take them as that they're going to kill me, and I don't let someone get away with that.
Well, guess what? I would. If I had the chance to, I would. And I was doing it with a smile on my face.
Yeah.
A big grin from ear to ear and a smile on my face that I did society a favor. Did society a favor and going against what his parents did.
Yeah.
The parents should have never conceived him. When I wouldn't have this goddamn problem. I'd be doing society, and I'd be doing Mother Earth a big favor.
Yeah, well, we gotta stop him, George, because I mean, I'm guessing he's got something really. I mean, again, the chatter that I'm seeing, it's a little more than usual. I mean, they're definitely gonna be planning something big.
They want to record whatever. No, I'm getting somebody here.
It's not the recording, George. He's planning some type of operation that seems a lot bigger than just recording you and following you. I think this is all just of the preview. I think he's gaining. I think he's literally right now in the recon phase and intelligence gathering phase.
What? So what is he going to do?
I don't know yet, George. I'm trying to figure that out.
What's he going to do? Send more gay people?
I mean, it sounds shitty, but I mean, with him, he may have something bigger planned.
And what's that?
I don't know. I mean, I'll try to look into that, George, but there's definitely some chatter that's a little more than usual about his plans. I mean, you gotta keep seeing the words.
And you know that he keeps calling.
Yeah.
He keeps fucking calling.
To see where you are and what you're doing.
He kept calling me before. And it's all because of his buddy Markley.
Yeah, they met him on the set of Navy SEALs. Yeah. Blood in, blood out with those guys.
Well, guess what? I don't give it. Like, what did I say earlier about that?
You said a lot. You don't give a fuck what they think or do.
I don't give a fuck who they are. Okay? I don't give a fuck who they are. Don't care who they are. Don't really give a fuck. Don't care. Don't give a fuck who they are. They are right now making threats.
Yeah.
They are making threats about breaking in my house.
Yeah.
They are making threats about taking my animals. Breaking my house.
Well, he said he's not. I mean, he's not going to do it. He's going to try to have the government take the town take it.
Well, they're not going to do that. I'll say prove. I say you prove anything. You prove it. I tell them you get out of my house. Tell the guy. I tell the animal control to get out of my house and send a warrant. You got proof of something? I'll tell you what you got proof of. This guy is, and then I'll tell the animal control guy that this guy who called you is flying military drones around my house.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let more people know. You got to maybe. I think awareness is a big part of it too. Maybe just spreading the word that there are drones being flown in Richmond.
He's flying military drones around my house, and he's got listening devices supposedly around my house.
Yeah.
So, of course, a dog is going to bark. A dog is going to bark because that's what they do when you leave. When you leave a house, when you leave, they want your attention.
Yeah, he was saying
dog
again.
Taken care of.
Yeah, again that post though. I think he said he needs a dog out of the dog out of play, just so that he can get better intel on you.
How does a dog have anything to do with it?
Well, I mean, if it's a guard dog, if he's snooping around or if he's wandering around trying to get close in, the dog might wake people up or wake you up or something.
Yeah, well, that's why people have dogs.
Yeah, so that's why he wants to take the dog out. That's why he wants to have the animal control take him, so that you're not, the dog can't disrupt him.
Well, that's not going to happen.
I mean, this is George.
Not good enough reason.
I mean, I know this sounds
not
weird.
Good enough reason. There's not a good enough reason because this guy is flying military drones around my house.
You don't think you would lie to the animal control and say that there's some really bad stuff going on? They would.
What could be going on? What's going on?
George, they'll come up with everything. They'll plan evidence if they got to.
No, there's no damn evidence. No damn evidence.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, George, they're basically treating this like a military operation.
I don't give a goddamn what they're doing. They're flying drones around my house, and they're fucking...
Well, you do care what they're saying, George.
I'm going to get rid of those damn things. If they are around here.
Well, they're out tonight, so...
And we're going to get... And something's going to happen. The FAA is going to get involved in this.
Yeah.
The FAA is going to get involved somehow, some way. Because if the goddamn cops can't do anything, the police can't do anything, well then goddamn it, somebody's going to do something. Because I'm going to do something. And if they don't do anything, they can't do something, I'm going to do something. God damn it, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something. But see, you know what? That's how they roll. They play these little games.
Yeah, and they're good at it.
No, well, they're not good at it because guess what? They're not good at it because I haven't answered the phone.
Well, if they were bad at it, they'd be in jail. They're free, so they are good at it. They know what they're doing.
Well, no, it doesn't matter if they're free.
It does matter. No, it does matter if they're free, George. As long as they're free, they're still able to do what they got to do.
They're free, but I'm saying not for long. I'm using a Jerry Glanville expression, if you know who that is. Not for long. Jerry Glanville expression. Not for long.
Eventually, you gotta put the game in motion, George. I mean, how much longer can you deal with these trolls?
I'm doing what I can do. I'm doing everything in my arsenal of what I can do. I'm doing the best I can do. and I'm doing everything in my arsenal to try to combat this.
But you're dealing with people with unlimited
What else more
resources.
can I do?
I mean, the problem too is, George, they got unlimited resources.
Well, again, I'm not giving him the spot. I'm not giving, I mean, I'm going, I do what I do, and I'm not going to change what I do. Because if I change what I do, then that's defeating the purpose. I'm going to do the same thing that I do every fucking day. I'm going to fucking do what I do. I'm going to do the same thing I do every fucking day. I'm not changing what I do. So they can keep on doing what they're doing, and eventually something's going to happen to them.
Well, that's the only way anything's going to happen, George.
Eventually something's going to happen to them where, like you keep banging the damn drum to get somebody involved. They want to make it sound like that I'm insane. Well, no. I'm calling it out.
That's their plan too,
George.
Well, that's also their plan. That's also.
And guess what? The judge even threw that shit out.
Yeah, but
the judge didn't want to hear that shit.
With
the judge threw that shit out. He didn't even want to hear that shit.
But was it to Marty McFly?
Say that again.
You're talking. Well, he said that to Will Markland. He didn't say that to Marty McFly, did he?
Listen, Chris. Sometimes I wonder if you are. If that building. I mean, I'm not.
George, when you say it, I get offended, George. I am just talking about them.
You know what? It's almost like if you are. It's like you're their attorney or something.
George, if I was their attorney, I would be in a different. I'd be in a different place. And I've helped you so much, George. And just sometimes I try. I'm just trying
keep regurgitating the same shit to me when I'm telling you what is crystal clear. It's almost like you're his defense attorney or something.
If I was a defense attorney, George,
we'd
be in a different place.
Okay, well, I mean, and I've got to play that Billy Baxter voice for you.
I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it.
Well, I need it. Yeah, I'm going to record it. I'm going to record it, and hopefully I'll have it.
Yeah,
but that Billy Baxter, it's bizarre. I mean, it's really bizarre. I mean, I'm being real to you. I'm being real about it.
And I've been real to you from day one, George. I've helped you out. I've given you so much stuff. I mean, I'd like to think that I've been more than an ally to you, George. I mean.
Well, then what I'm saying to you is, yes, it's in the fucking room. Okay, we see it. The elephant's in the fucking room. I'm not going to change what I do. I'm going to continue doing what I do. That pisses them off.
Right. I'm
going to buck up, and I'm going to resist them. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to buck up. I'm going to continue banging the damn drum. But I'm not going to stop everything that I'm doing because of them. I'm not going to change who I am and change what I do. Because that pisses them off, the fact that I don't. And I'm not. And I don't, and I won't. I'm going to continue banging the damn drum, and I'm going to continue doing what I do. I'm going to continue being me. And that will never change.
Don't change.
Never.
But we gotta end this. I mean, we gotta end these guys, George. And I just don't know how much longer we can keep fighting.
I am all ears. I'm all ears.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing.
I helped you out. I mean, George, I took out that Facebook page for you. You know what I mean? Like, who else would do that for you, man? Like, I knew that was killing you. I know that Facebook page was killing you, and I was able to help you out and take that down for you. You know, like, I mean.
Well, I want to knock down that damn fucking DoorDash page too.
I'm not in the DoorDash page.
I want to knock that DoorDash page down because that's causing me problems. I want to knock down every goddamn thing they put up. Yarid Wars, I want that fucking knocked down. Every fucking thing they put up. This way I wouldn't have to challenge. I want to knock down Sean Brennan's channel. I want to knock down Will Markland's channel. We could do that, then I wouldn't need a lawsuit. I wouldn't need to go to court.
So this is all about
knock that shit down.
So if all the shit was gone, you'd drop everything.
Goddamn right I would.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. And I told that Marty McBitch. I said, take the shit down. Take all that shit down. And the lawsuit goes bye-bye. I said to him, I said, you have all that shit taking it down. Yarid Wars, all Will Markman shit coming out off of me. And we come to some agreement. I drop the lawsuit, and we all move on. Nah, he's not going to do that. Hell, fucking.
You gotta give them something, George. And I mean, they
I dropped the lawsuit. That's what they want, right?
they want that. They want full. That's probably what they want. Yeah, I would guess. But
I'll drop that lawsuit if they get rid of that shit. Get rid of all that shit and do a public apology about the whole thing about Jamie. Do a public apology to me about the whole thing about Jamie and say that basically that that it was gone a little too far.
let's hope they do that. I mean,
Well, they're not going to do that, Chris. That's a farce. That's a farce. They're not going to do that. That's what this bitch was telling me. This bitch was kind of playing with me. You know, say, well, Sarah's doing this and doing that. You better stop her. This is, you know, Sarah's doing this and Sarah's doing that. You better stop her, or I'm going to, you know.
So basically, George, it looks like the real issue is we've got to take down McFly, and then we can maybe work off of that.
Chris, I'm all ears. I don't, you know. I mean, look. I guess the step right now to do is to call the carrier in South Africa,
yes,
and you know, and find out the number there and whatnot. I don't have international calling on this phone. I have to probably figure something out. Send them some kind of response. Let them know what's going on. Give them the damn IP. Say this guy is doing some stuff and to shut down his internet. I mean, I can't believe they do that, but I guess in South Africa they'll do things a little bit different. Mm-hmm. Shut down his IP. Then what? So then he changes his IP address and then starts over.
Yeah, I mean,
then what?
But we've got. You've got to maybe look into him, look into his background, see where he works at now. I mean, we got his past. He can follow someone. I mean, we know his path, his footsteps. Now we got to see where he's going forward. I mean, have you looked into his background at all? Have you looked into executive outcomes?
I have looked at it, and Chris, I work every single day. I am so much back behind my bills. I just finally paid the car payment off the other day, and I'm about 2 months behind on that. Okay? And the electric is due on Tuesday, and I have to pay that because I want electricity in this fucking house. I have to pay car insurance. I have so much shit coming at me right now, and you know, and I have to. They turned the water back off. Got to fucking deal with that shit. These bastards will not, you know. So they, you know, I've got to have running water in my house.
Oh my God.
So I'm just to a point. Yeah. Oh my God. It's stressing me the fuck out.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, I might have to take this. I don't want to do it. And I walk away, and then I'm just like mind fucked. I walk away, and I'm mind fucked.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to use. Look. I'm not answering any more calls. I'm not playing their game. I'm not going to answer any more calls. You think because I didn't want to talk to this son of a bitch, I was afraid to talk to him. That was not the case. I didn't want to fucking waste my time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember the time when you questioned
me
I
did.
I do. I didn't want to talk to him.
We could have got him a lot earlier, though.
It gives them what they want. It gives them exactly what they fucking want. I'm not talking to these people at all. No more. But you see, you heard the conversation we had with Marty. So that should tell you that I'm not timid about this bastard.
Yeah, we could have traced him earlier, though, George. I mean, I know you talked to him a couple weeks when we weren't talking. It could have been me and you. I could have ran that trace a week earlier, 2 weeks earlier.
Well, we got it anyway.
Yeah, we did.
We talked to some bitch on the phone, and I told the son of a bitch pretty much what I thought about it.
Yeah, now we got to follow up on that.
I'm not intimidated about that bastard.
Now we've got to follow up on that resume. I think you got to do some public with that resume.
Okay. Well, there's a court case that's going on right now. I know it's not against him, but the judge said no more amongst you all.
Yeah, but Marty's not included. Marty's a foreign national. He's not related to this. Directly in the court's eyes. I mean, we know he's related, but the courts don't know that.
Well, I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to bring out my motion for discovery, and I want it to be known that basically I'm going to bring out his name.
What do you get? Well, what evidence? What are you going to ask for in the motion for discovery from Markland?
I want to know his affiliation to Will Markland. I want him to. They're going to ask me questions, so I'm going to ask them questions. What is his affiliation to Will Markland, and has he been doing his court cases? I'm going to ask. Let me see here. I'm going to ask, of course, did Will Markland do that video about having a cleaning company come over my house and trying to spook? I'm going to ask about that. Just the same kind of shit they're asking me. I want to make sure. He's going to lie about it, but I'm going to say different. I'm going to ask.
Well, it's under perjury, George, so everything he says is going to have to be truthful. Same with you. And if you get caught lying, you go to jail.
Yeah. Again, here we go again with this shit.
But I'm just saying for him too, George. That'd be. I mean, if you can get him on that too, George. I'm not. And I don't know what you're.
This is my material. Let's say if I never ever did copyright, it's still my work. Let's say I never did any copyright, it's still my frickin' work. Okay.
Well, once you get your trademark, it'll be in the future. It'll be taken.
Well, that's what I'm trying. That's what I need to do.
Oh, you haven't applied for it yet?
I haven't had the chance to. I just went to the Apple. I've been talking about going to Apple for 2 weeks. I'm talking about going to Apple for 2 weeks. Just did that today. Talking about going back to the FBI, and I did that the other day and got nowhere. Going back to the FBI and went there for three fucking hours and got nowhere.
Did you talk to an agent for 3 hours, or did you sit in like a waiting room or like in the lobby for 3 hours?
I spoke to them for about an hour and a half, and they heard fucking Marty and Summer.
Yeah, and not a single one of them was like they didn't do a damn thing, huh?
They heard Marty and Summer.
Wow.
Yeah. Mind-boggling, isn't it?
But George, that's
mind-boggling.
That's the FBI for you.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
All right, it's quarter to.
Yeah, I'm falling asleep anyway.
It's time for me to go to bed.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have a good night. Okay. Maybe I'll message you tomorrow if I hear anything really crazy.
All right. Well, I want positive, man. Positive.
Well,
shit.
maybe we'll get some positive. We got positive when I took the Facebook channel down, so maybe we can keep the momentum going for us. So.
Yeah. Well, I want to shut them up. I want to shut them up.
And if you look at, and if you when you contact anybody about Marty in Africa, let me know so I can kind of play off of that. Maybe I can get some information and kind of spiderweb off of
Well,
that.
I need to find the time. I mean, I'm working every fucking day. I have to work every fucking day. Telecom, right?
Telecom SA, yeah. Limited Telecom SA. Limited SA.
Telecom SA.
Limited SA, yeah.
And that's the internet provider, and they'll shut down his IP.
If you got enough, if you can prove it, yeah. You got probably. They might. Hopefully, they're cool with you on the phone. So I mean, I don't know if there's gonna be language barriers or cultural differences. I mean, I don't know. I've never interacted with anybody from that country. I just don't know.
So they shut it down, and then he'll get another IP.
It's possible, yeah. But maybe
then what?
Maybe you can get some information from them.
Yeah, and then what? Then we get his IP again, and I have to talk to his ass again.
Well, then no, you get his IP, and you can hopefully bring charges against him, George. Get you federal charges, get him extradited. So we're trying for.
Greenwich.
Yeah.
But federal charges in what capacity? Can't do it with FBI.
Then you got to figure. Then I don't know then, George. I mean, they're the ones that would handle that. DOJ and FBI are the ones that would be the ones doing the case.
The FBI, can't do it. They're not with them. So then, who the hell am I doing it with?
I don't know. I thought they would be the ones to help you.
Yeah, I guess that's a federal case.
But I guess you got to get him. I guess you got to get him on local. I guess when he comes to the United States, you got to get him on local charges.
But then the fact that he's in South Africa, but then the extradition laws, but they have extradition laws in South Africa. So there you go.
Yeah, but you got to get him on charge. You have to get him indicted on federal charges.
Well, if I'm suing him, he should be able to, you know, they should.
Well, he won't come here. He won't. I mean, if you try to sue him, he just won't come to the United States. I mean, they don't extradite for civil charges.
So if I sue him, then that stops him from coming to the U.S. then.
Well, he can come here back. I mean, no, he can come back and forth. He just won't. I mean, because I mean, it's not like he's gonna get arrested and when he comes, they're not gonna pull his passport for a civil trial in criminal court, in civil court.
So yeah, it's not civil. It's fucking. He's paying people to fly drones.
But that's why you got to get him on criminal charges, George. I mean, there's a different when you get on someone on civil charges. You know, there's no bond. He doesn't sit in a prison. He can't. You know, he can travel back and forth.
That's why we got to record him talking about flying drones.
Well, we got to get him on. You got to get him to admit that, then, George. I mean, that might be an option too. I know you don't want to talk to him, but maybe you can get him to admit something, and you can record it, and then bring that to law enforcement.
Yeah. Well, there's different ways to go with this, but again, I'm not going to sit here and change what I do. I'm not going to sit here and change what I do and how I do it. You know, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing and do what I do. Do what I do constantly, and I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change my lifestyle for this bitch. Yeah.
That's what you want.
That.
So, okay, George, I got to go to sleep, so
All
I
right.
got to get up early. So
All
you
right.
have a good night,
That's
okay?
All
All
right.
right, bye.
All right.
Fuck. Fuck.
He applied for it just the other day. It takes a minimum of 4 months to even get it approved.